Hello everybody. So I am starting a new section in my channel and I am so excited about this. My family is going to laugh at me for this, but that's okay. I am starting Coffee and Talks with Kailyn, and I've seen this on so many different channels and I think it's the cutest little thing to do on your channel. So I have my cup of coffee. This is my little Happy Days mug. I love it so much. So when you drink it, the little bottom, I'll have to show y'all at the end, it says like yeah, and it is so cute. If you don't know me, welcome to my channel. So something to know about me is I love mugs. So I have a mug collection, so I'll probably have lots of different mugs in these videos. So today, I kind of wanted to jump in and talk about just what's going on with my season of life right now. So as y'all know, me and my husband moved the beginning of this year and we're in a new job that we love. This season, we're definitely in a season of change right now. We went from John working 10 hours a day to him being with us like all day now, which is amazing and wonderful, and I'm not saying I hate that at all, but it is different. It's a change for me and a change for him to be with each other all the time, and not just be with each other, but we're working together now. So we're learning to work together and how that looks in our ministry, which is so helpful because we do have a heart for ministry, and it's so neat to just work alongside my husband, and challenging because I annoy him and he annoys me, and that's just life. But the amount that we have already grown in 4 months, I would say in our marriage and spiritually and as parents, it's just like just by God's grace, because it has been a journey already, let me tell you. It has been, I mean, fights. It has been like we walk as a family, like we go on little walks and it's super cute. It's been growth. Like John has, and he was already a great dad, but like he has grown so much as a father to our son, and it is just like beautiful to see. It's so amazing. Our kids are crazy and fun, and I think it is definitely a good season to be in, because we're learning what it looks like to work with children together, and just kind of how that journey starts, I guess. So that's kind of where we are at right now. We have gone through quite a bit of seasons. Me and John also went through the season of dating and what that looked like, and God definitely worked in us then, because we I think dating showed me that I maybe wasn't as put together as I thought I was, if that makes any sense. And that was definitely a good season to go through. And then now we're engaged, and then we got married, and then 5 months into marriage we went to the season of being pregnant, and then we had a baby, and now we're moving. And so like, it's safe to say we've gone through a lot in the past 2 years. It'll be 2 years in 10 days, guys. Oh my sweet goodness, that is crazy. That's one of the things that feels like such a long time, but at the same time such a short time. It's insane. Anyways, so when we first got married, that season was interesting for me. I grew up with all boys, which means they still pick on me. I'm the only sister they had growing up. Now we have sister-in-laws and sisters, and it's such a fun group. But I definitely grew up like more on the rough side, I would say. And if you follow me on any social media, my brother, well, all of them, but mainly Jonathan, tends to pick on my photos and stuff, so that's him. But how I got back to them, or back at them, was like my words. And I think I adjusted to that, and that was like my defense, I guess. And so when I got married, guys, I was so mean, and I hate admitting them, but it's true. Like, I want to be honest with y'all. John would say something and I would just hit him right in the heart, like with my words, and it was just not healthy. And it's what I did growing up. I didn't know, like, I know I understood it was wrong because I obviously hurt his feelings. I think that was a season that's just an example of things that I had to grow and learn that I can't do that. That's not okay. It's not acceptable, and it's just not like honoring to my husband or God. And so I think when we first got married, I learned, and I'm still learning, but it was definitely a learning point that I need to adjust how I treat my husband. And I wasn't like obviously abusive or anything like that, but it was just like, it wasn't healthy. That's what I'll say. And then we got pregnant. My little pride and joy. I almost said John. No, I mean, like, yes, John. I love my husband. I don't know why I have to say that. Y'all obviously know that, and if you don't, you should. But Paul, I love our son so much. Like, I can't even tell y'all. Like, it's hard for me to describe the kind of love a mother has for their child. But like, even last night, so my son's teething, and I was just rocking him, and he was just crying, and it was so sad. And I just remembered when he was a newborn, and like holding that sweet newborn baby, and like I had no sleep. I was adjusting to breastfeeding. It was such a rough time, but I remember in that moment, I just like was so filled with love and joy. And oh my gosh, I'm such a girl. I'm about to like cry or something, but I just remember rocking him and singing Jesus Loves Me and praying over him. And I was so exhausted, but it was such a sweet time. And last night when I was just rocking him and he was in pain, it just made me, it reminded me of when he was a newborn in that time. And I just started singing to him, and that's just a glimpse of how much love I have for him. And that may not even make sense. I mean, I'm probably gonna look back at this video and be like, what are you even talking about, Kailyn? But I love that sweet boy so much. But we did get married and then have a baby shortly after, or after. So in that time of being pregnant, it was really hard on me. I had some gallbladder issues towards the middle and end, and it was like I stopped work early and just was at home because I was in so much pain. Like, I could barely eat anything, and then it like not hurt me. So it was a really hard struggle, and I didn't understand why I had to go through it. Like I think I went through a season of just confusion, and I was still excited to be pregnant, but like I was hurting. And in that time, God really used John to encourage me, and John has been happy about being pregnant since day one. Like, when we first got married, he was like, baby, and I was like, oh no. And then yeah, you know, it happened. And so, but he used John to like remind me like how much of a blessing this is, how joyful this is. And it may sound bad to some people who say like, you had to be reminded to be excited about having a baby. Oh my goodness. And I don't mean it in that way, but like, I was seriously hurting so bad. If y'all walk through me in that time, y'all know, but I really was. And it was just like, I was just, like I said, I was just confused, and it was hard. And God really did use John, as well as many other people, but like to just remind me that we're gonna have a sweet little baby. And it's gonna be so amazing, and it's gonna be worth it, and this is worth it. And like, the miracle of life is just beautiful. That's another topic, but like, that's something else that God used John in. This is such a long video, I'm so sorry. And then we got the stage of Paul actually being here, parenthood. Y'all, God has shown me so many things since becoming a parent. I am not, I can say without a doubt, the same person I was when I first got married. In some ways, yes, I'm still goofy, I'm still weird, I still have my moments, like, of course. But the things that mattered to me then, when I first got married, my thought process, like, it's just so different. In parenthood, it has been up, like, it's been like this is what it's been. This is parenthood, but so many of this as well, if that makes sense. Wow, I just don't even know which one to talk about. So when you first get married, I think your sin is more noticed by the other person, because you're obviously together, living together and everything like that. And the same thing kind of happens when you become a parent, because it's a new stage. And I think God showed me like how selfish I can be through being a parent. And I don't mean that in a bad way, like, woe is me, I was so selfish, blah 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 blah. But like, it's, you can't be selfish when you're a mom. Like, you just like like, you can't, you feed your kid, whether it's formula or breastfed, you're doing that. And that's as a dad too. But like, I personally was breastfeeding, and so I had to do that. You obviously, Paul's at the age where he's crazy, so I mean, no more Netflix shows for yourself. Like, play with your son and do these simple things that sound simple, but it really was a season, and continues to be a season, that God just shows me areas I need to work on, areas of selfishness, areas of I'm like really close to the camera, areas of just kind of what parenthood looks like. And like I said, when we moved, I think that has been more clear. But I think God has grown me and stretched me in so many different ways, that he's showing me what it looks like to be a Christian mom to my son. Not that I'm perfect. I am not perfect. There's been days that, and I'm just being honest with you, and some people are gonna like be like, what are you talking about? But there's been days that I just like got so mad at Paul, and he's a baby. Like, what does that even look like? And John would just be like, he's a baby, come on, he's fine. And I would have to do the same to him. It's just part of being a parent. And there's been days that I just want to lay in bed and do nothing and sleep all day. But like, I could not be more excited, let me say this, to take care of my son and have a job where we're able to just do life with him. It's amazing. Sorry, let me wrap this video up. I know it's so long, I'm so sorry. And then the last one is in this season that I talked about. We moved. And I think the biggest thing, it's only been like 4 months so far. Wow. And I think in this season, the biggest thing God is showing me so far is how to encourage my husband. And that may sound weird, but we are doing ministry together. We are working together. We are growing a family together. No, I'm not pregnant. Disclaimer. And we're doing all these things together. And God is showing me ways that I should be encouraging my husband, not just like in the obvious, like, you're doing great, keep it going, keep up the good work, you know, not things like that, but like encouraging. God showed me the other day that I wasn't encouraging him in how he is as a father. I wasn't like loving on him and showing him like, wow, you have grown in such an amazing way as a father to Paul. Like, and that's such a like small thing that I wouldn't have thought of, but it's so important. Like, it's so important to encourage your husband in that. And so I think encouraging him in a lot of different ways is what God's showing me right now. So that's again, I'm so sorry this has been so long, but I know this is just something that has been on my heart and I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope you don't get too mad at me, and if you do, you probably didn't watch it till this point, so that's okay too. I wanted to show you all the little yeah part. I don't know if it'll focus on it. Yeah. But again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that big thumbs up if you like this video. And if you have any questions, leave them below. And I will put out on social media where, like if I have a video coming up where I'm asking questions, where you can send those. And I will also have my social media links below. So thank you. Bye.